Hello students of grade 8, how are you all? I hope you all are well and fine. On today's video, we will learn a new chapter on natural resources, and this is the first chapter from geography. Well, you all know what is natural resources all about, right? So in this chapter, we will learn about different types of resources, okay? Now, we all know that our environment provides us with numerous things which meets our daily requirements, okay? And when we talk about these resources, it's not only natural resources, but there are so many types of resources that we have, and those are the topics that we'll be dealing one after the another today. Now, some of the topics that we'll be covering on this chapter are the meaning of resources, value of resources, types of resources, classifications, and conservations of resources. Now, people that provide us with their services and knowledge are also termed as resources. Human beings, in fact, human beings are considered as more valuable than others because they give valuable services to the families and knowledge to the society. Now, in this, I would like to bring our grandparents, the elders, the frontline workers, the social workers, okay? We should not think that those people that stays at home, they are not the resources. Even they give us a valuable resources, okay? Because they give the family and the society the moral values and a kind of a help, okay? Please remember the elders at home, we should not think them as idle because they are also considered as a valuable resources as they provide us to the families and the society with their moral values and supports. Now, when we talk about the resources, there are three types, okay? The value of resources is determined by its quantity and quality and its usefulness in the present consumption, okay? Now, resources have three main characteristics, and those are utility, limited availability, and potential for consumption. Okay, there are three main factors or three main characteristics of resources, and those are utility, limited availability, and potential for consumption. Now, some of the factors that will show us what is the value of the resources in a country or society. Okay, some of the factors that determines the value of the resources are people from different cultural backgrounds attach different values to different resources, the first point. Second point is that the value of certain resources depend upon the country, okay, economic of a country. I repeat, the value of certain resources depends upon the economy of a country. Now, third point is the value of a resources depend upon its demand. The more it demands, the more value it goes up. So this is third point. And fourth point is the value of a resources also depends on its availability. Okay. So if the nature provides us with lots of resources, we can contribute more towards our economic development, and if there is less resources, we contribute according to its capacity. So that is the fourth point. And fifth point is skilled manpower is regarded as a significant asset in terms of work or employment. Skilled manpower, okay? The contributions, okay, the capabilities that we as a human being have is considered skilled manpower. Starting, it might be from a third class workers, it might be a small peon and labor, okay, or anything, but each person or each human being contributes their skills and talents towards the development of a country or a society. So these are some of the factors that determines the value of our resources. Now we will see the next one. What are the types of resources? Now the resources are being classified into natural resources, human-made resources, okay, and human resources. Now, what is natural resources? Natural resources are those, okay, naturally occurring materials which are used by humans in their natural forms, okay. The materials that is available on the earth which are used by humans in their natural forms are known as natural resources. Now, what is human-made resources? Resources created by humans from natural available material. That means the resources that is available from the natural resources which has been created, okay, by human beings. For example, the papers, okay. All those examples will come under the human-made resources. I repeat, human-made resources are those resources created by humans from natural available materials. And what is human resources? Human resources means people of a country that is involved in various professions. Okay, human resources are the resources where people of a country involved in various professions, starting from a teacher, peon, clerk. Okay, even it might be a tea stall also, but okay, no matter what the profession is, a person is, but their contribution towards the society and the country is also termed as human resources. So these are the three types of resources that we have. Now, when we go to the next topic, that is classification of resources. What is classification of resources? Classification of natural resources. Okay, this is also sub-classified on the basis of renewability. Okay, example is solar and wind energy. Then basis on development and use. Examples are sunlight and coal deposit. Then basis on origin. Okay, example we can give as forest, land and water. And basis on distribution. An example is air. I repeat, classification of resources is classified on the basis of renewability, then development and use, origin and distribution. So these are the four classifications of these natural resources. Now, the last topic is conservation of resources. What is conservation of resources? Okay, conservation, protecting. Okay, now conservation of resources means carefully using our resources, okay, so that it will be available even in our next generation. So conservation of resources means careful use of our resources. Now, some of the measures or some of the steps taken for conservation of resources are: we should reduce the items in the shopping list. Okay. Second point is we should reuse the leftover of food items. We should not simply throw away the food items, but we have to reuse it. Okay. Third point is plant tree saplings to make special occasions. For example, every year on 5th June, we celebrate as World Environment Day, right? So, not only every year on this Environment Day, but every month or every week, we should plant at least one tree, so that in that way, our natural resources are being protected and preserved. Now, fourth point is save electricity and water, which is very much needed today, right? Save electricity and water, and we all know how people suffer because of lack of water and lack of electricity, and not only that, how children suffer, especially during the exam times, right? And the last point is recycle waste papers, like which we usually do in most of our schools, right? Even our schools, we go for this recycling of the waste paper in the form of paper bags, right? So these are the 5 points that we have. Apart from this, we can give so many examples also. Okay. Now, once again, I repeat, some of the measures taken for conservation of resources are reduce the items in your shopping list. Means we should not buy those things which is not needed right now for us. Then reuse leftover food items. Plant tree saplings to make special occasions. Then save electricity and water. Recycle waste paper. So students, in this topic natural resources, we have seen what is resources all about, right? Then who are responsible for this, behind this destroying of these resources, how we should protect them, how we should conserve them, what are the different types of resources, what is the value of resources, right? What is the value of these resources, what are its classifications, and what are the steps or measures that we should take in order to save our resources. That's all for today. See you in the next video. Till then, take care and stay safe.